My question, which I would like to ask you, can you see the connection between life online methodology, I mean this is what we are doing now, and the aviation English language teaching methodology? And also, how do you see the relationship, what kinds of blended learning materials you use, and to what an extent you yourself use interactive multimedia in your classes?
Good questions. To be honest, I don't know too much about blended learning in general, and it's not a subject that I feel very familiar with or very comfortable talking about, simply because I don't know very much about it. I've always been an at the coalface in the classroom with students sort of teacher, and I think the materials that Andy and I have developed so far sort of quite clearly reflect this, although there is the CD-ROM, but so that was Macmillan saying it would be a great idea if we produce one of these rather than it coming from Andy and I. It is a great little CD-ROM, and I've really enjoyed working on it, but certainly computer-assisted language learning and computer-assisted language testing is not my area in any way at all. That said, I think it's got a very valuable place, particularly for pilots who are here, there and everywhere and have very irregular working patterns and irregular working hours, and also for air traffic controllers who are by and large fixed into shift patterns, and so have to find ways of squeezing in language training when perhaps there are no language classes available, like just when you finished a night shift or just before you're going to start a night shift. It just may not be convenient to go to a language school or get into a language class. So I think the blended learning approach is very, very important in this context. I know there are a number of providers in the marketplace of blended learning. Aviation English Services, which is a company run by Philip Shawcross and Elizabeth Matthews. They've done a lot of work with a product called English for Aviation Safety. I think that their work is designed to be coupled with classroom time as well. It's not simply an online learning platform. Dyned, a company called Dyned, which I'll type it in if you don't know it. Dyned have produced a CD-ROM called Aviation English. There is a new speech recognition based web learning platform produced by Mayflower College. Climb Level 4, I think it's called. Climb Level 4,
yes.
I know one or two of the people who worked on developing it, but I couldn't say anything more about that. There is also another product developed by Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, RMIT, called Beyond Level 4, and my colleague Dr. Terence Geraghty, the author of English for Aviation, I'll just put that in there, Beyond Level 4. He worked very closely on that RMIT project and has some very positive things to say about it, but that is aimed, of course, as the product title suggests, at Level 4 and beyond. Personally, I don't use too much in the way of online material because, as I say, I feel that my strengths are in the classroom, and so in a personal way I don't really engage too much with blended learning.